Hi everyone, it's Master Harrison here to talk with you about Brown Belt and Brown Belt Senior, and specifically the journey from Brown Belt to First Time Black Belt. And I am with someone who's done this before.
Hello.
It's Ming Shun. Ming Shun, you did this, it must be about 7 years ago? How many years ago was it?
It was around 6 years ago.
6 years ago, okay. All right, I did it about 24 years ago. So it's a little bit closer for you, right?
Yeah,
maybe you remember a little bit better how it is. So Ming Shun did it also in Malaysia, which helps, right?
Yeah.
So that's what we're trying to explain. We're trying to explain for brown belts and brown belt seniors here what happens, right?
All right.
So maybe we can start off, Ming Shun. What does it mean to be a brown belt? Let's start with that.
All right. So usually for brown belt, you are right on the cusp of being a black belt. So you are one step. So you should treat it with a lot of respect. You are most likely the most senior student in your class. Most students will ask you questions about their pattern. Maybe a green belt will ask you how to do a side kick. So you're slowly going to step into a more instructorial and teaching role. You're also slowly starting to become a role model for your peers. Maybe other students will look at you in class and think, wow, this guy's got an amazing side kick. I need to be like him. Your head instructor will ask you, hello, can you maybe teach this white belt his white belt pattern? So not only are your technique improving, you as an individual are also improving in terms of your leadership, your teaching skills as well. So you're being developed in a lot of different ways as well.
Yeah, fantastic. That's true. If I have a brown belt in the class, that's going to be a huge asset. Now, for the brown belts, us using them as leaders, using them to help other students, it's not only for our benefit or for the student's benefit, the student who's being taught, but it's also in the interest of these people, because one of the things they have to do in the black belt grading is they have quite a lot of patterns.
Exactly.
Can you maybe talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, exactly. So in total, Taekwondo has 9, until your color belt, you have 9 junior patterns and 9 senior patterns, a total of 18. And I can tell you from experience that 18 patterns is a lot to remember. Especially if you're only training maybe once per week or twice a week, it can be really difficult. Especially if maybe you have a busy schedule, you don't have time to practice every day, it can be very difficult to remember. So as a brown belt, when an instructor gives you a task of teaching a pattern to another student, it's also a way for you to remember as well. They always say being a teacher is the best way to learn.
Yeah.
And us giving brown belts the task of teaching is the easiest way for them to not only learn, but also revise what they have learned in the past.
Exactly.
So they don't need to restart all over again when they're brown belt senior.
Exactly.
They have slowly been teaching along the way, so it becomes way easier.
Yeah, and not only the quantity of time that they spend training, but also the quality.
Exactly.
So for me, I find patterns quite tricky to train because they can be a bit boring. What about you, Ming Shun?
Honestly, same as well.
The same, right?
Honestly, very same.
However, if you've got someone in front of you who you need to teach and you need to help, then all of a sudden you have more pressure, you're going to get more dopamine, you're going to get more motivation to concentrate. It changes the way that you interact with the pattern, right? So I would say that for brown belts and brown belt seniors, helping other students with their pattern really gets them focused as well. I think that's another thing. We tend to see good quality instruction. So Ming Shun, brown belts, the grading to brown belt senior, you have 4 patterns to do. You have gold, green, purple, and brown. These are the 4 long patterns. At red belt senior, to get to brown belt, you had to do yellow, orange, blue, and red, which are the 4 short patterns, right? Now, these guys also have, at purple belt senior, they've done 3 patterns. At green belt senior, they've done 2 patterns. So they've been slowly, they've been revising along the way. The grading from brown belt to brown belt senior, there are 2 ways that you can do it. Number 1, you can do a normal grading, 1 hour on a Sunday, and it's gonna be like a normal grading, right? I don't know what else to say about it. That's one way of doing it, and it's fine. What it means is when you come to the black belt grading, you've got a 3 to 4 hour grading, and it's your first time doing it.
Exactly.
Now the other way is that you do your brown belt senior grading in a black belt grading as a mock test. And in that mock test, you're going to have somebody looking after you, guiding you along the way, and you experience the tempo and the pace and the holistic content that is included in the black belt grading without feeling the pressure that you're being assessed on everything. What do you think it's like to do a mock test? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. So just a little bit of context. A normal color belt grading, for example, from yellow to yellow senior or yellow senior to gold, is 1 hour long. A black belt grading, where you go from brown senior to black, is usually 3 to 4 hours long, maybe even longer, depending on the amount of students who are grading.
Yeah.
So it's a huge leap in both the amount of focus that you require, the stamina that you need, and maybe your willpower, because it's very difficult to stay focused for such a long period of time, especially if you're a kid. So a mock grading is an amazing way for kids to slowly ease into it. You get to experience the full grading without any of the pressure of maybe making a mistake, maybe gasping for breath in certain moments. And I would treat it like a trial exam for maybe an SPM. It eases you in. It gives you the pressure without any of the major consequences.
Exactly.
It also gives them first-hand experience. They get to witness the other brown seniors who are grading to black belt. They get to know what is expected from them, what is the quality that's required, and maybe it can inspire them. They see someone who's already brown belt senior and they think, wow, he's so amazing. I have 6 months to be just like him, to improve myself to be like him.
Yeah.
So I think if I were given the choice, I would sign up for the mock grading because I think it will be very helpful for everyone.
So in those black belt gradings, who's there? You have usually a group of brown belts who are doing a mock test. Then you have brown belt seniors who are grading to first dan black belt. You'll have first dans who are grading to second dan black belt. And then also you have people who are doing one of these color tags. Can we use your belt to show? So these colored tags at black belt, you can also do them in an hour slot, or you can do them in the black belt gradings. And for the instructors especially, I always recommend that they do them whenever possible in the black belt gradings. So usually it means people like Ming will be participating in the grading, Mr. Cheng, Mr. Ashley. So the black belt grading, if you come for a mock test, you're also probably going to see one of your instructors doing a 3-4 hour grading.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you can see them, you can grade with them actually.
Yeah.
It's not everywhere or any time where you can grade with your fellow instructors.
Yeah. It's very rare, especially if you're in the kids program. You will literally never grade with one of your instructors.
Yeah, true
because
as
the
well.
instructors grade in the teens and adults slot.
Exactly, the different time slot.
Different time slot, yeah. And also, as you progress, you grade less frequently. So at first dan black belt, you grade every 3 months minimum, although all of our instructors are second dan or higher. So they actually only grade 2 times a year. And one of them is going to be in a black belt grading. So the chance that you grade with one of your instructors is very, very slim.
Exactly.
Unless you come to that slot. Yeah, so where is the black belt grading? So far, all the black belt gradings have been right here in the Dojang. This year, we intend to do it in the Dojang, but we got a lot of people this year. We got a lot. So more than likely it'll be here. Ming is right about stamina, but it's not like running a marathon. We do it in waves, and especially for the ones grading to first dan, their job is not nearly as hard as the second dans, because second dans need to do all the color belt stuff and the first dan black belt stuff. So there will be pacing, but yeah, it's certainly a lot more workload than people are used to.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, I think that's it for brown belts and brown belt seniors. Thanks for sharing, Ming.
Yeah, sure. No problem.